This is a clip from an earlier live stream. I know you're going to like it, so the link to the full video is down below. Check it out. I'll see you over there. Y'all already know where this is going. You can already hear it in his voice. You already know how Umar is like taking this, because he generally likes talking to black women because he uses that as his means of, you know, getting his inroads, if you will. I just want you to pay attention to what he's going to say, or what she's going to say, that causes me to believe that she's playing in his face. And I didn't even say, you know, green hearts in the chat when you can hear. Let's go.
Hi, doctor.
Good morning, young lady.
Hi, doctor. It's my honor to be speaking with you.
Okay. Where are you joining us from?
I am actually in Philly.
You're in Philadelphia, and do you work with Black or African children at all?
So the first thing I'm saying that she's playing in his face is she lives allegedly in Philadelphia. Now, Jason, why is that a big deal? Well, he's in Philadelphia. He is in Philly as well. And so I believe she was throwing out a hook to see if he would say anything akin to, oh, you know, I'm right here at the corner of this, that, and the other street, or I live here. I do think she was trying to test the water to see if he would bite, if you will, to, put out a little feelers that they want to have a little off-screen time.
My husband is Black, and I have a Black son on the way.
Yes,
I would show you my belly, but I
think she's lying here. I know. I'm just real. She says, my husband is Black, and I have a Black child on the way. Why didn't she just say I'm pregnant? Like, listen to, she's going to do everything possible to not say I'm pregnant, which is just weird.
At all.
My husband is Black, and I have a Black son on the way.
Yes,
I would show you my belly, but I'm too shy.
Okay, so you're pregnant with another child.
Yes, I am. And
he did not bite. He didn't take the show me your belly bump, your baby bump, or anything of that nature. Any kind of inappropriateness. So let's keep going.
You already have a Black child, and you're having another, or that's your first?
No. Mine is incoming. This is my first child. I just got married.
Incoming?
Okay.
Why not just say I got a child on the way? Why do you have to do all of this lyrical gymnastics? Because she is playing him. Listen to what she says.
To a Black man.
Yes, indeed. Who's Philadelphia?
And
I love this.
And what led you to marrying a Black man?
I've just known him since since forever, and we have the best friendship and the best relationship and the best love.
The best friendship. And I'm wondering.
I'm not saying that you have to tell your story just like I believe you should tell your story. However, that just sounds weird. We just have our best friendship, the best relationship, and the best love. I don't know. It just doesn't sound right to me. And maybe my spidey senses are, I got my maroon assassin shirt on tonight. Maybe I'm just like really pensive. Maybe I'm like on spy high alert. Something about this just doesn't sound right to me. And you'll hear a little bit more in a second. Now notice, the woman has put out there that she's in Philadelphia. Umar didn't say anything. He didn't say anything about where he might be at a bookstore or anything like that. She mentioned that, hey, I'll show you my stomach if you wanted to. He didn't bite or anything of that nature. Watch.
How does your family feel about you having a Black husband?
I don't give an F about what my family says ever. I just live my life.
I understand, but how do they feel, though?
You don't want to hear about that. They are Chinese, and they're from China, so I don't have to tell you,
And I've been to China a few times, so I definitely understand.
Oh, you have?
Yes, ma'am.
Here it comes. Here comes the next one. Look how her face lit up when he said he's been to China. But she didn't light up when he said he's in Philadelphia. Watch her face.
And
I've been to China a few times, so I definitely understand.
Oh, you have?
Look at her face. She is really excited about saying, oh, you've been to China. But y'all are both in Philadelphia.
Yes,
When's the next time you'll be in China?
I think I'll be going back to China in the spring. There's a conference.
Really?
Yes.
In what city?
Yes, ma'am. But getting back to the conference.
Now, she's trying to get him over a barrel to get his schedule to make him look. Again, she said, what city? Now, I don't know why she didn't press back and say, like, no, I want to know what city you're in, that you're going to be in China, which is just weird because you're worried about going 12 time zones over to meet Umar in China, and y'all are both in the same city right now. It just seems weird. Yeah. There's a lot of flirtatiousness there. But let's keep it going.
Conversation though. How does
Yes.
a Chinese woman from a racist Chinese family
Yes, indeed.
with a black husband?
I mean, that's the $1,000,000 question. I could go all night about our love story, but I guess my question to you would be, I just wonder how I can raise my Malaysian son the best way. Like, I have the option between raising him in Philly or in San Francisco or in London or in China, but I wonder what's the best course of action. I just want to raise someone who's strong and independent and sure of himself and is able to build a bright future. So I just wonder if you could give me some pointers.
You have a husband, ma'am. You have a whole husband in your house that's committed his life to you and your children, but you're going to call a man that's in his mama's closet and ask him how to raise a child, how to raise a son. He doesn't live in the home with any of his children. That's why I'm thinking that this is a game. I don't believe that this is true at all. Yeah, they use the term Blasian. Yes, black and Asian. I don't think that this is even remotely true at all. I don't know if she doesn't really have a family. I don't know if she's really trolling him, whatever. But there's no way you're going to convince me. Ma'am, you have a whole husband. Why are you asking Umar about how to raise another man's kid? That's some high level crazy right there. That's weird. Let's keep it going. Let's go.
What identity do you plan to raise him under? Will he be raised as a black child? Will he be raised as a Chinese child? Will he be raised with a mixed race complex? Like, what identity do you plan to foster into him?
I have no idea. I mean, factually, he would be Blasian, wouldn't he?
Yes, but racially and politically speaking, he would be black.
And I've said this before. To keep this canard going, to keep this foolishness going, it's got to be exhausting. To always be wondering about whether or not your whatever ethnic group you're representing, or whether or not you're holding to a political party or whatever that nature. Politically, the child isn't even born yet, and you're worrying about those things. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is exhausting. I'm just too tired. I'm too old to be playing this game. Umar, you just keep doing that. I'm not going to play these games. So I do think this woman is trolling him, though. I do believe she's trolling him. Let's keep it going. This is fun.
He would be black, and he would also be Chinese, equal part black and Chinese.
Right,
That's just
right. But since Chinese is a nationality and not a race, he would be African
yes,
American, but
he
people
would be.
use Africanity first. So then the question becomes, even though he will personally embrace heritage on both sides of the family, politically and socially, what is the benefit of him being raised with a mixed race identity when the world will see him as black first? Even in China, where I've met plenty of mixed race Blasian children, even in China, they're treated just like black people. So why not raise him as black politically and racially? Why the need to be raised as Blasian when everybody's going to see you as black anyway?
Umar, first of all, sir, you're in your mom's closet. Shout out to your mom's closet. That's crazy work. This is exhausting. Like, who wants to live like this? Yeah, this is the alleged Dr. Umar Johnson, Ifatunde intergalactic rib tip. And yeah, like, I don't think black is a race. I don't think African's a race, truth be told. It's a continent. Yeah, this is, This is the stuff I'm talking about. Like, this is just perfunctory exhaustion, running on the lyrical hamster wheel. Who wants to do that? I'm not going to do that. You just keep doing it, Umar. Knock yourself out in your mama's closet.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I guess my question would just be, in practice, like, how can I raise him better as a black child?
Send him to my school, and I'll make sure all that's taken care of. You won't have to worry about a thing.
That boy will be 1,000 years old. That school is never going to be open, Umar. Let it go. I see you licking your chops because you think she got money or whatever. You maybe want to, he going to call her the rice bunny in a minute. But yeah, like Umar, that school is never going to open, sir. That woman's going to have that baby probably by summer next year. And sir, that school will be nowhere near starting anytime. That baby will be 100 and that school will not exist. I'm just saying.
So Frederick,
So we're going to stay in Philly. We're going to stay in Philly.
we accept all mixed race children. We accept them all. We
Really,
want
you
all.
do?
Yes, we will Africanize
I mean, you would.
this. And he will still know his Chinese roots and he will still respect his Chinese roots, but he will be 100% unapologetically African. But you must also understand that he will be taught that his father engaged in.
Oh, wait, let me stop real quick. You all, I don't know, in the chat real quick. If you have not seen this part yet, can you just give me a 1? If you've never seen this video at all, just put a 1 in the chat. And if you have seen it, don't say anything. I just want to see. Because you're not ready for what he's about to say. I'm going to back up a little smidgen while y'all are tapping in. Wow. There are a lot of y'all have not seen this video. Y'all have better things to do with your lives. See, I take one for the team. Okay, I'm taking it for what? Y'all, oh my gosh. Oh, you're not ready for this then. Well, you know what? There you go. I'll accept that. Oh my gosh, you are not ready for this. Okay, I need you to do me a favor. Please make sure that you're not driving any farm equipment, no helicopters, you have no sharp objects in your hands, no hot beverages, anything like that. You are not ready for what he's about to say. You are not prepared. The Lord did not wake you up this morning for what this man is about to say. Because when I heard that, I said, no, he did not say that. Okay, I got to back up. We got to get a running start. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you are not ready for this. Okay, here we go. Let's go.
Unapologetically African, but you must also understand that he will be taught that his father engaged in romantic betrayal against the African race.
You know, this is exactly why I hesitate to put him on, because I know you don't approve of his bunny hopping activities.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Romantic betrayal is crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Watching it with y'all was actually funnier than when I was watching it by myself. Romantic betrayal is crazy work. I'm telling you, man, Umar Johnson is a racist of the highest order. I mean, oh my gosh. Okay. He is about to, I'm telling you, I really think she's still trolling him. Watch what she says now, because apparently he calls any kind of racial, ethnic mixing, he calls it bunny hopping. So if a black man engages in a relationship with anybody who's not a black woman, he calls it some form of bunny hopping. It is crazy work. It's crazy work. Okay, so because she's Asian of Chinese descent, he calls them rice bunnies. I'm telling you, this man is crazy. This man is ludicrous. Let's finish up.
But I mean, love wins, and love
He
has
chose
won,
rice over
and we have to
sun.
deal with the consequences.
Yes, he chose rice culture over sun culture.
What is it?
He did. He hopped a rice bunny, and then we have to live with the consequences.
Yes.
But I will be in China next spring, hopefully, and I hope to see you here. And I have to say that there are a lot of rice bunnies who are into your work and into you, and like just like so into your charisma. And I know that you're not all about that, but just want to let you know that they're out there.
I appreciate the support, and I am aware that I have Asian fans, and I do respect them as I respect all people. I do believe that once African people retake ownership of the planet Earth, we can then all live in a world of authentic brotherhood and sisterhood, regardless of race. But until Africans are put back in charge of the planet, we're going to continue to deal with racism. So I'm looking forward to of the great African Renaissance and the great African redemption, because under African leadership, I believe the world can function under truth, justice, and righteousness. And that's what we're striving for in the Pan-African movement. But I'm serious. I want your son at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
It's adorable because, again, they're in Philadelphia. And I went by the school last Tuesday. It's right there in Wilmington. I'm surprised he doesn't mention that. He doesn't say, by the way, the school is right here, whatever, Wilmington, Delaware. We're going to be open. Nothing like that. No sales pitch, no marketing. Just send your kid to my school in 5 years. That school is never going to be open. It's never going to be open. Never. Ever. I don't know. This is a wonderful question. Because it doesn't work in Africa. Because it doesn't. It's a money grab. It's a scam. And there's more money here in the United States. There's more money, free floating money here in the United States than there is in Africa. Tell the truth, shame the devil. That's it.
And last question, what should we name him?
Oh, why? Why are you asking this man what to name another man's son? Your husband is allowing you to call this man to ask him what to name his son? Let that sink in, y'all. That's some crazy work. That is some grade A, homegrown, non-GMO, stir-fried foolishness. That's crazy. That's why I think this woman is trolling him. But listen to what he says.
You know what? There have been some great African heroes of Asian culture, and I think you should research some of them. And not that you have to give him a name of an African hero in Asian culture, but if you wanted to blend both of them, there's definitely some great black men of antiquity.
Hold on. This is something else interesting, and I don't know this. Do you know where you like ninjas, like the idea of the ninja warrior, even the samurai warrior? Did you know that those came from Africa? Listen to what he's about to say. This guy is amazing.
Who you will find spent a lot of time in China and did some great things in China. The samurai, the ninja orders, both of them were founded by the early Africans who came into Asia and settled and civilized. And you could potentially give him an Asian name, but for an African personality, if you wanted to go that route. But if, you don't have to, right? Because if he's African, you can give him a name from any African culture, not just Asian African culture. So I think you really have to meditate on that. But I would also offer you this. In most African cultures, after a baby is born, there is a naming ceremony where a name is chosen based on that child's purpose in this world. So you could go spiritual. You could go straight spiritual and do a traditional African naming ceremony and let the spirit, the ancestors, choose that name for your son.
I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.